So the fear of God, can you explain it to me? Because I don't get it. And I watched I don't get it because I tried to get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like you to enlighten me. And when I was watching the Kanye podcast on Joe Rogan, he kept saying that he's a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
So explain it to me, because I'm curious, and I'm sure the time travelers are curious as well.
Yeah, 100%. So in any religion, or if you're spiritual, being God-fearing means that you know God's power. You know God's wrath. That's what it is. You've experienced firsthand God's wrath. And a lot of us go through different ways of experiencing God's wrath, however spiritual you are. I went through something that I've experienced God's wrath, and that's when I was heavily into what the Christians would call sin. And sin is anything that brings you away from your natural creation. So that could be like extreme sex addiction, drug addiction, anything that can ruin your life here in this world, because you can be on this planet in heaven, or you can be on this planet in hell. And that's truly what I believe heaven and hell is. And the more that you are God-fearing, the more of a heavenly, blissful life you're going to lead here. And the more that you're like, I don't care about God, you can get into situations that can ruin your life here. So when people say they're God-fearing, it really means that they've had experiences
that have shown
them God's wrath.
Okay, now you're explaining to me, and I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Because I time travel, fifth dimension, all that stuff is really just metaphors for all of this stuff.
100%.
And so, I was talking about the fifth dimension GPS. The coordinates that I put into that GPS are the actions that I do, the things that I put in my body, the things that I make my body do. So I say that we are the machine, and the machine wants more of what you give it.
Yeah.
Good or bad. And so that's why I have to be mindful of what I put in my body, because I know that if I plant a seed of darkness, that I'm going to get more of that. And on my path will be delivered more of these things, and it'll be harder to say no, and I'll be enveloped by it.
Yeah.
So I guess in a sense, I have the fear of God in me, because I know that no action will go unpunished, essentially.
Yeah.
That's why I need to keep myself healthy. That's why I need to eat well. That's why I need to work out. That's why I need to reach out and meet nice people and have great conversations and spread vibes.
And what would keep you from cheating on another man's wife?
So you're asking me,
Yeah.
cheating on another man's wife?
Yeah, like cheating with another man's wife. What would keep you from doing that? Or would you do it?
Not really my vibe.
Okay, so do you have any fear of that? Or what would keep you from robbing a bank? What would keep you from doing these things?
So there's there's 3D fears, which I think
like getting punched in the face.
Get punched in the face or getting arrested and going to jail.
Yeah.
And that's why I think these 3D fears are very good for this world, because people don't murder people because they're afraid of jail and life sentences. So it's like, maybe I'll just punch them instead of murder them.
Yeah.
But what I would fear is the guilt, is that feeling within me of shame, of whatever, that will lower my frequency and therefore push it out into the cosmos to give me back more of that. And then it'll take me weeks to get out of that funk. I don't need that fucking shit. That ain't for me.
Do you believe in karma?
Yeah. Well, I believe that is karma.
Yeah. So you're setting yourself up for that karmic debt.
You get what you give instantly within this life.